Hey everybody, how you doing? Just getting ready to leave, all the bags are packed and stuff. So I was thinking last night, I watched Paul Thorpe's video and Richard Inman's video explaining why they're stepping back. Richard Inman's stepping back from doing the protests in England. He says he's concentrating on, his faith, his businesses and his family, which I don't blame him for one little bit. I think he's done enough. He's done his part. He stepped forward, he stepped up to the plate, and he did what he needed to do at the time. And he wants to focus on other things now. And I don't blame him for that, not for one little bit. Again, and I watched Paul Thorpe's video where he said that, he's going to put his family first. He's stepping back from the political commentary on YouTube. He's still going to do the odd video, he said, and stuff like that about politics. But he's putting his family first. And to be honest with you, I think it's been on the cards for a long time. I think he's going to leave the country. I think he's going to move to Spain and be with his daughter and, his grandkids over there. And again, I don't blame him for that one little bit. Putting your family first, there's no shame in that whatsoever. Or anything like that. But this leads me on to something else. I think the true leaders of this movement are going to be the people that have nothing left to lose. They're going to be the people that can't leave the country. They're going to be the people that this government is absolutely squeezing to death with tax and high energy bills and all that kind of stuff. They're going to be the real leaders of this movement. You're going to see different types of rallies coming forward, different types of protests going forward, because people have just had enough of this situation in this country. We've had enough of the Starmer regime, and it's not even been a year yet. I watched Sargon Leverkad's video the day, I can't remember which one it was, but he was saying that Rachel from accounts has overspent by 15 billion already, and then they haven't even been in power a year yet. So imagine what the devastation they're going to cause over the next 4 years. They're not going to be in power for the next 4 years. The economy is probably going to crash at some point, either this year or next year, and we're going to be in real trouble then, because everybody is going to be in that category that I just said, where they've got nothing left to lose. Absolutely nothing left to lose. It's a sad state of affairs. So yeah, that's just my thoughts. I was thinking about it last night. I was like, yeah, if you've got something to, if you value something and you've got something to lose, then it's going to make you question your motives going forward regarding being a patriot and stuff like that, because the government was putting pressure on Paul Thorpe. He was coming back and forth from Spain, and they were keeping him in passport control, stopping him every time he was coming back. And this is just a form of intimidation. It's just to send a message saying, we can F with your life, we can mess with you, we can destroy you at a click of the fingers. And I think the message was sent loud and clearly. And I don't think Paul Thorpe's a coward or anything like that. I don't think that for 1 second. Not at all. I think any man in that position would put his family first and think, my grandkids, my family, stuff like that. I think he's got businesses. You've got to put those things first, haven't you? That's just my thoughts on all of this anyway. But like I said, the real leaders, the true voice of this movement, they haven't come forward yet. They're going to be the people that are so desperate because of what the government is doing to them. They're going to become leaders. They're going to step up to the plate, and there's going to be protests and stuff like that. It's what's going to happen. It really is. Anyway, they're just my thoughts on all this. Let me know down below what your thoughts are on this. This is just my observation of how I see things going in this country going forward. This is Vindicator, sign off.